What is going on, guys? Summer is pretty much here. We're gonna be playing on the free-to-play account mostly today, continuing that, talking with you guys about, of course, MFR, the state that is in, what's new out there, what's the community saying. What up, Fresh Fruit? I see you in here. 7S official, man. It's good to miss you, indeed. Oh, thanks, man. That means a lot. Shawan, what's going on, man? I've been really enjoying these live streams. Just sit here, play the game, talk to you guys about it. Still nothing too crazy. But hopefully they drop a bomb on us, man. We are still in that drought, guys. We are still in the drought. We have what do we have to do right now? I guess the challenge, the battle challenge. Because I know a lot of people are not still doing the.
Then you must not be acting alone. Let me handle this.
The booster, the core booster. I forgot the name. All right, guys. Welcome. We got some people already in here. I'm gonna go ahead and start off for you guys. I set it up so where hopefully I can see everything just right. What up, Mosen? I just do stream every day, please. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. At least every weekday. Weekend. I try to do it on the weekends too, but this weekend was Father's Day weekend, so my family had stuff planned for me, so I spent it with them. It was a good weekend. Binge watched Stranger Things. Now I'm fully all caught up with it. Me and my wife both loved it. Played a lot of Ni no Kuni. Surprisingly enjoying that game. Free to play, of course. Trying to see if Netmarble teases us with anything. Still nothing. I don't actually think Danny even, normally, so one of the things that I first look for is if Danny in the Discord puts anything next to his name. If he puts something next to his name, that's normally a tease. But then again, he's also trolling. he likes to troll. He likes to troll a lot. So, but he's clearly having fun with us. But sometimes he's, he was, what was it? What did he have for? Let me look him up on Discord, on the official Discord, and. He goes by Zingo Dude. That's what he goes by on his official Discord. Okay, so actually, you know what? It does turn out to be that he did change it. He does have something different. He has 3 emojis: a heart, an electricity sign, and a knife. Now, what could that mean? He has the heart emoji, the electricity, like the lightning emoji, and the just a knife, like a kitchen knife. That's the only thing he has. So I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think that means? I'm curious to see. But I do like the fact that he's, you know, that he teases us with something, even though if sometimes we just don't know what it means. They attempted us to tease us with the you know, when you started talking about the red show and then the hex, you know, Easter hunt that he had us go through. That was fun. I wish that would have continued a little bit more. But I guess it was clear as day that once people, even though it was on April Fools, it fooled me. I thought it was Deadpool the whole time. I thought it was part of April Fool's joke. It wasn't really real. Then we ended up getting Wanda, and I was happy that it was Wanda. Much as I wanted Deadpool, the thing here is that I know Deadpool is coming. I know he's coming. Started off my Storm on my free-to-play account, playing off as Storm now. We're gonna go through with Storm now, building up the alts. In this Hydra account that I have, Spider-Man is my main one. I'm building him up for low-level PvP, free-to-play. Focusing on dodge. We'll see how we do. It's gonna take some time, but you know what else? What else is there to do, right? What else is there to do? I wish you could replay story missions on the same character instead of having like instead of having it to do with a different one. I feel like that would probably get really repetitive. I mean, this right here is already repetitive enough, but the fact that it's a new hero with new skills, it kind of makes it a little bit better. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Mosen, are you only MFR streamer after Godslave on YouTube? Yeah. Misery Hates Company stream. He said he was gonna try to stream more often, but he has. I mean, that's a busy guy over there, man. He's making moves. You know, he's counting money, signing checks. You know, so whenever when he's not signing checks, he'll come on, do a live stream, man. Every time he does do a live stream, I always try to go in there and show some love. Anybody that's doing MFR content. What up, God of Games? What's going on, man? Chin X, Thor and Necro Sword. Oh, you know what? The heart, electricity, and the knife mean? I think you're right. It is Thor, Love, and Thunder. Thor, Love, and Thunder. The update is coming, guys. Yep, that's that. You know what? You make a lot of sense. I really believe that's what the clue means. You're onto something here. Let me see if I can. Let me do some real quick. If I can post it in the chat. That way, when new people come in to the stream, they can see. So if you are just coming in, Danny put a little tease next to his name in the Discord. He put 3 emojis. The first emoji was heart. The second emoji was electricity sign. And the third emoji was a knife, which could be a sword. And Chinek said it could be the Thor and Necro sword, which I mean, I think he's talking about, the clue here is Thor Love and Thunder. And I think the update's coming. Where the hell is my... messing up here? What do we got here? Oh, you gotta get the goodies. This is odd. I won't pull, my live stream's not showing up here. There we go. I had to go to my channel. That's weird. What's going on here? Okay, so here, this is what I'm gonna do. It lets me do the damn thing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm just trying to find those emojis. I'm trying to put what he put so I can put it on the chat, and then I can pin it. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know if it's gonna show it. Oh, you idiot. Here we go. Okay, I got it. There, and I'm gonna pin it. There it is. Man, that took way longer than I thought. Yeah, so Danny put a heart, electricity, and a knife next to his name. Thor, Love and Thunder. The heart for the love, the electricity for thunder, and the knife for the Necro sword, like what Chinek said. But I do feel like we're gonna get the Thor Love and Thunder. Now, will Savage Land come with it? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Savage Land will be I think Thor Lund, we might get Thor Love and Thunder event first. Then the Savage Shadowland, and then the 1 year anniversary. That's what I'm gonna go with. What up, Tyreek? What up, Black Sama? You know exactly what you were doing with that thumbnail. It's a summer event. I had to look for some summery Marvel type of imagery. Arik says the story is interesting, but having the ability to replay missions and just earn coins and 1-star gear would be fine with me. It's just not going to take away from the rest of the dailies, weeklies. I understand. I just don't think we will see something like that anytime soon. What up, average sniper? I'm doing good, man. Please, what was that game you said before, Nino Kuni? Yeah, it's another Netmarble game. It's Nino Kuni, and CJ got me into it because this guy was just talking so, you know, like the way he was talking about the game. I was like, man, this guy really must like it, because you can tell from the way he's talking about the game that he really loves it. And then I had to try it. And I tried it, and I've been playing it. When I'm not playing this, I'm playing that. Diablo Immortal, the reason why I don't really play Diablo Immortal as much as I would like to is because it's manual. Everything is manual, and then I'm always doing something. I could be playing, next thing you know, I hear something in the kids' room, and I'm like, oh, here I go. Let's skip this. Get her into at least some action. On my May account, Storm is the one that I go with to Omega War, and I'm having a lot of fun with Storm. That bubble, man, that thing saves my life. I hope this Tuesday, when if they come out with some notes, if they do anything this Tuesday night or Wednesday, I hope that we could be seeing the first information for the next Thor: Love and Thunder. Or not, because I still think it might be maybe a little bit too soon, but it ain't early to start talking about it though. Let's go back into here. Time for you to say hello to your new best friend. Take that out. When is Thanos event coming back? I need those Thanos badges. It'll come back. I think it might be in order. So we're getting right now. We have the Eternals invasion. What came after the Eternals invasion? Whatever came after the Eternals invasion, I think that's what's next. I think the Thanos invasion just ended, so it's gonna, you know, I think all the other invasions have to at least go at least once before that one comes back. I just hope they don't make us go and redo and not be able to use our tickets and seals again. That was stupid. Gaming is in my DNA. Why are you playing on low settings? You are using prioritize function. Yeah, my computer is acting up.
What? That Ultron was broken? That doesn't make any sense.
So this game used to run real smoothly on LD player. Now it takes some time. I need to go in and start, you know, cleaning up my my computer, getting rid of unnecessary things. Like I still have Lost Ark in there. I need to delete that game. I just don't play that game anymore. Yeah, so something is slowing down my computer, and I'm noticing now. And that's another reason why I'm building my own PC, because I'm running on a laptop. This little thing is kicking. It's working double time. And I want to build my own little Jarvis. What up, Hagumaro? Andy, what and when to expect from the July patch? Is this game dying? A random Frozen Peaks Chad. Well, welcome, Hugo Maro. Thanks for coming in here. But is the game dying? The game's struggling right now. You know, I think that's a better way of saying it. It's struggling. You know, dying would mean that it's gonna end soon. It's not. I think this game's still gonna kick for at least 2 more years. What I think is happening here is they had an image, they had a direction they wanted to take this game to. When the game started, when it came out, the community was clearly voiced their opinion. They were wanting to make DZ the main thing. Clearly, that's not what's gonna work for the game. And you can tell that they really just started changing their direction, and they want to. It looks like they're trying to go for more like PVE things, but they're still gonna focus a lot on PvP aspect of it. But there's and I'm not saying they're gonna stop working on the DZ. No, they're definitely trying to still fix the DZ, but they definitely pivoted from the direction that they were heading to. And of course, it's going to really hurt the game because it's going to have a lot of. It's going to. Right now, we're in a drought, and it's going to take more time for stuff to come out because now they're changing everything. They're changing the direction the game's going. They're really focusing on companions. They're dropping companions like crazy, but they will lose some veteran players. They will lose whales. They won't lose all the whales, but they'll lose whales. They've already been losing top level players due to Diablo, due to Nino, due to other games that just come out and then just done it better. I still think this game has a chance. The thing that's really hurting the game now is the fact that Netmarble, though, is taking all the resources, most of the resources, and focusing on their blockchain games. And their blockchain games are their pay-to-earn type of games like Ni no Kuni, and those games are making them millions of dollars. Millions. Those games are really raking in the money, and as long as they keep raking in the money, games that are not making them that much money, like MFR, are only going to get a certain amount of resources. And I truly believe this game is in beta. It's still in beta. It's in beta. You don't see this game getting advertised like any other game. They don't have, if they do have the money, they don't want to do it now because they know that they're still working on the game. And they could do with the 1 year anniversary. That could be the day where they're like, okay, we're gonna add this. We're gonna have PVP SQAUD. Savage Land is just dropped, and then another hero is about to get, mysteriously announced. We'll see who it is. Daredevil, Black Panther. I wouldn't, if it's another X-Men, I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be mad. I'll be like, hell yeah, bring in. It's an X-Men game, man. Let's do it. Gambit, Rogue, Wolverine. Clearly Wolverine will be the top one. Did you hear Lightyear flopped? Oh man, I knew it, man. There's just no interest for that movie at all. You can't even find the Buzz Lightyear cartoon series. It's like just disappeared or something. It's not on Disney Plus. I think that was it was a Disney show. I mean, it was Pixar, but Disney owns the rights now. Somehow it's not there. We might get a Morbius companion. The most OP companion. Disney Mirrorverse? I don't even know about that game. Oh, it hasn't come out yet. Oh, okay. I'll look into it. If it's a game like this, I'm all up for it. Oh, snap. Damn. I don't care who is after. Give us War Machine. I want him the most. I would be okay with Beta Ray Bill being added as well. Are we talking about companion or playable hero? I mean, I think you're talking about playable hero because in companion we already have War Machine. We already have War Machine. I've been playing Dino Kuni, and then one thing I do like about that game is their companions, the way they use their companions. Now you have all these companions, and then you can use 3 of them. Like just like here, you can put them all. The thing here is that those 3, one is going to follow you and do basic attacks, and every 30 seconds he's going to do like his special. And then the other 2, every 30 seconds or something like that, they appear and they do an attack. They just jump in and they do attack and they disappear. But your main companion is there with you at all times, just doing basic attacks. I would like something like that. But the fact that they just jump in, do something, then dip. And there's like this companion arena where you can have your companions fight other people's companions. If they're going to be dropping companions like this, give us something. You know, let us do something to the companion system then. Change the companion system to where it does whatever it does now, but you know, at least one of them follows you. And then the other guys actually come out as well and does some damage. I don't, you know, it might ruin it actually, to be honest, because they are the way they already have it. If it's something like that were to happen, it would probably ruin it. But I just the companion system here, it's just one of the most disliked things I don't like about this. I don't like about this game is the companion system. Now, if they came out with the companions and then they like I said, they followed you around, and or there was a mode, they added a mode in here where it's your companions against their other companions, then you know what? That would probably spark some interest in people that didn't have any interest in the companions. Because it would make me a little bit more interested. Like, oh, okay, you can. There's just basically dimensional duel, but your companion gets their companion. And we'll see what, you know, kind of how you have to strategize. I don't know, but something like that. At least something to make the companion system a little bit better. I think that will make it a lot better. But right now they're working on, they could be polishing up Savage Shadowland. They could be working on the new hero and then doing bugs and fixes. And then they also don't have that much resources working on the game. So if they had a whole bunch of resources, oh, hell yeah, Andy. Hell yeah, we can get a whole team dedicated just for the companions. A whole team dedicated just for fixing the core system. A whole team dedicated just on making new heroes playable. And then a whole, you know, we would love to have it like that, but we just gotta do what we gotta do, right? That's what it seems like. How about companions only help and go away in DZ zone? Yeah, I think in zones like DZ, Omega War, and Dimensional Duel, companions, only your main one will show up and then do something and then leave, just the way it is now. But like for PVE though, like for when you're doing the story, right? When you're doing the story, you should be able to have your companion running around with you. If we get Morbius as a companion, then it's Morbin time, baby. Yeah. It doesn't seem if we did get anybody from the Sonyverse, if we got anybody from the Sonyverse, that means that Venom would be able to they would be able to bring Venom in. I do believe they are going to bring symbiotes in here due to Spider-Man story. I think Savage Land is going to be touching on Star-Lord's and Black Widow's story and continuing that story on. So we're going to see stuff, you know, Star-Lord was in Savage Land looking for the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think that we're going to see, you know, Drax, Gamora, Groot, you know, Rocket, maybe all of them all together. Adam Warlock. He has a lot to do with Counter Earth. And then we also have Doc Ock, Dr. Connors, who turns into the Lizard. So we're definitely gonna see the Lizard. Is he gonna have the white coat? I believe so. I do. And then we got Evil Daredevil in the hand clan. That is going to be continuation of Black Widow story. I'm just really pumped up for Savage Shadowland. It's just we're gonna get a lot of I think Dark Domain was a good I love the story in this game. The story and then the maps in here, they just look real nice. Dark Domain looked amazing, and then it had part 1, part 2. Are we gonna get Savage Land part 1, Savage Land part 2? We don't know. But I'm also happy that we're done with Dark Domain and now we're heading into a new territory, and that is, you know, we're going to the jungle. We're gonna finally see those dinosaurs that we always fight in battle challenges. What up, Sid Gaming? I need some Null. Yeah, they can do that. They can do a Null thing where the Null comes in and do and he's unleashing the symbiotes. I would like that. That would be freaking badass. And then it could have like this whole region of it. And of course, you know what happens when they add a new region, a new story has its own region, and when there's a new region, there's a new gear for everybody. Imagine that new gear being the symbiote. Everybody venomized. Because the only thing that they're doing here that's connected to the MCU is the epic invasions now, right? And then some events are going to be connected to the MCU, companions connected to the MCU. Now, if the next hero comes out, and let's just say about that time, right? It's going to be Wakanda Forever. So it's Black Panther, right? Black Panther comes out, then now we'll know that, all right, it looks like they're dropping movie characters that are going to be in that movie around the time the new hero comes out. Or the chances of it being an MCU character from a movie will be highly. In the comics, there's a Venom pool and there's also a Venomized Groot. Yeah, there's a Venomized you know, there's a Venomized Hulk, Venomized Iron Man. I have most of them. But yeah, that's one of the things that it won't be new. It would, you know, people will know. If they do a Venomized type of story, there's a lot of things they can do with it. But not only that, man, Venom, bringing in the symbiotes in here would be just amazing. Now, would one of them be a playable character? Man, I wish. But here's the other thing, though. Every time I play, like, Venom is one of my all-time favorite anti-heroes, right? But he's not my favorite one when it comes to, like, playable, right? Because of his moves, they're always kind of the same thing. And I always ended up not picking Venom. When you think I would pick Venom, but I always kind of just pick somebody else. Because Venom just, you know, his powers are just jumping on somebody, doing the symbiote thing, coming up. Unless they do something crazy where it's like, holy shit. Holy shit, Venom actually looks really fun to play as. But like in an open world type of game, like a Spider-Man 1 or 2 game, where you're just running around, doing, you know, terrorizing the city, yeah, it would freaking be amazing to play. But my gut's telling me that we might see them as companions. But mainly as like villains. I think they might be together as well. Did you beat Hela yet? Hell no, I have not beat Hela yet. I have not beat it even on the normal, you know, on the easiest difficulty. To the point where it's like I'm gonna have to take the stuff that I was sharing with all my squad, put it all into my Iron Man. You know, that's what happens when I stop focusing on Iron Man for like the past 6 months. When I stop feeding him, when I stop giving him anything. So, but I did, you know what? I did decide, you know what? Clearly, trying to build the whole squad right now is just, it's taking too much time, man. It's taking too much time. So when Scarlet Witch transmutation goes down and they free, and now we can transmute out of her. Either I'm putting everything into Scarlet Witch or I'm putting everything into Iron Man. Either way, I'm going to go and fully nano my Dark Domain gear. And I'm just gonna like look. I try to build my squad, man. I tried. But I gotta be a big whale for me to be able to do that. And by doing that, I would have my survivability in 120 PvP will increase dramatically. I'm not saying I'm gonna go in there and start getting a lot of kills. Hell no, but at least I'll survive. Get a couple kills. In Ultimate Spider-Man PS2, PC, and GameCube, you can free roam as Venom, and it's insane. Yeah, that was, and it's like it has like a weird comic cartoonish style, huh? Like I I like that. That was one of my favorite Spider-Man games. Was that one, Ultimate Spider-Man? You're able to play as Spider-Man, and then you had the black Spider-Man symbiote suit, and then you were also able to play as Venom. Those were the days. And then I think, but my all-time favorite one was probably Maximum Carnage for Sega, because of the memories of being a co-op, me and my brother playing. One was Spider-Man, the other one was Venom, just running around jabbing guys in the face. Those were the days. Hi everyone, is it worth doing side missions and getting collectibles? I think right now when you're first starting, like for me, I'm not doing no side missions. The only side missions I do is if I'm forced to do a yellow mission. One of those surprise missions that pop up. If those pop up, I'm forced to do it because as soon as you get close enough, it triggers it. And sometimes they're timed, like you have a time. And I'll do it just because it adds it and I want to get it off of my little thing on the side. But while you're beginning, especially in the early regions, the early maps, it doesn't give you enough XP. So I'm only doing the purples because the purples is what levels me up faster. I'm not collecting anything around here. I'm just doing purples. That's the only mission. That's the thing. When doing purples, and what I'm doing is I'm playing all my ults until I get to a spot where I die. Once I die, I switch to another ult, and then I level them up. And then when I'm done with all the ults, I go back to the first one, and now I'm able to beat the guy because now my squad rank is high. Now I'm able to progress even farther. And then until I do the same thing until I die, and then I continue and do the same thing. It's kind of boring. It's kind of boring. I ain't gonna lie. But when the goal is to get to level 70 and just be able to go into PvP and start building it right there, because the goal is not to get to 120, the goal is to get to 70 and then just start building her up. Without spending no money. Like if I can go in Omega War and I can duke it out with somebody like this, like me and him are just going back and forth. And let's just say he was also doing a good amount of damage to me. As long as me and him can go back and forth, that's what makes it fun for me. What up, Shockwave? We got a member in here. Good to have you in here, man. You're 1 mil power? Hell yeah, man. Congrats. Skip her ass. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are in here. Yeah, so today's Monday. So tomorrow, I hope we get something tomorrow. So tomorrow's either it could be in the morning or at night, like right before it turns into Wednesday for me. Hopefully we get something. Let me look in the okay, 8 days for the bishop. Scarlet Witch login, 41 days. So this event right here, right, is 7 weeks. We're in week 2, and then it goes on for like 7 weeks. What? Oh wait, this is my free-to-play account. Okay. So this is my free-to-play account. But on my main account, I'm like over here. But right here, there's this countdown up here. It says 41 days, 10 hours, and left. What could that possibly mean? Now, we got people here that are saying this could mean the countdown to the next playable hero. Or it could be the countdown to her transmutation being taken off. And I feel like this is like for transmutation, I believe. If it's a countdown for the next hero, oh, hell yeah, shit. I'm down for that either way. But this being 41 days is a little odd. And from the history of them doing stuff like this, it always leads to something. Now on this one, oh damn it, I started the mission. Here. So another thing. Now this costume festival, 1 day, 10 hours. 1 day, 10 hours. Which what? When is that? Wednesday. So I think we're gonna get something this Wednesday. So I think tomorrow they're gonna drop something. Probably new events. I don't think it's gonna be a companion, because if they drop a new companion, it would. We go into draw and they go to companions, right? When they drop a companion, they always have like this festival type of thing. So, and Kate Bishop still has another week. So I think after the next companion will be after 8 days. So I don't think we're gonna get a companion. But look at the banners. The banners are ending. So that means we're gonna get another wave of banners. What is this? Summon companion? Why does this have 8 days if it's just a normal one? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so this one right here should not have anything on it. This is just a normal one, right? Why does that one have 8 days? What's coming in 8 days? That would be the week after this one, right? Yeah. That'll be next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, we'll see what happens. Another companion. So I think we're gonna get new events revealed tomorrow. New events. Or we could get a dev note. We could get a dev note with the new events that they're gonna reveal. But I don't think whatever we get tomorrow, whatever is announced tomorrow, I don't think it's gonna be that big. I think it's just gonna be new events. I think that's it. New banners, new stuff like that. But the week after that one is gonna be the big one. Well, the semi-big one. You know, it's gonna include a companion. I hope it's gonna talk about the invasion. We might get a dev note by the. We should be getting a dev note anytime soon. I just don't think it's gonna be tomorrow. What up, Talia? Glad you can make it in here. So far, I've gotten a full set for purple endgame armor. Hell yeah, fruit. What up, Juicy? I decided to play DD today. Worst mistake ever. First match was a squad rank 300 whale, and I was like, okay, that's enough DD for today. Yup. So here, this is the way that the reason why they do that is because it's part of them, like they're trying to make, you know, cater to the whales. You know, the whales spend all this money to get to the top every once in a while. Now, don't get me wrong, their wait time is still long, but after a while they'll throw somebody that's like, you know, that shouldn't be facing them. Now in Diablo Immortal, the top level players, sometimes they wait there for more than like 30 minutes, an hour, and no game, because the game will refuse to put him against somebody that's super low power than them. So they have to stand there. And what's happening? Oh, they're getting pissed. They're getting pissed. They're like, I spent $1,000 to get where I am and I can't freaking do PvP. It was like, damn, what do you expect? You expect everybody to pay as much as you did? Everybody's still catching up. The game just came out. Andy, have you watched Doctor Strange, Mom? Yeah. What did I think of it? I liked it. I definitely was let down. There was not as much what I expected. I expected a lot. Well, they made it look like a lot more was about to happen. I was happy to see, you know, the people that did show up. I was happy to see them, and we were supposed to get Ghost Rider to show up in there. There was a Ghost Rider versus Scarlet Witch fight that was cut from the movie. That I wish, you know, DVD or special edition, I don't know, might have it. I don't think so. I think we might not see that until they're ready to bring Ghost Rider back. But they cut him off because it just kind of added too much into the movie to add Ghost Rider in there. And we had a Magneto scene that was also cut. See, there was some other things that were cut, but those were the two big ones that I was like, what? If a good part for Ghost Rider show up was at the very end, but not spoil it for you guys. That's all I'm going to say about it. I did like the movie though. I liked the movie. Scarlet Witch was a beast. She was freaking crazy. What up, Hex? Welcome to the stream, man. "41 days, the Scarlet Witch special event will end." Will that mean the end of the transmutation? Or would that be the beginning of a new hero? Only time will tell. If it turns out to be, look, in 41 days, it's not just transmutation. We're dropping a new hero in 41 days. And then we're going to drop in another 7-week event for that new hero. Hell yeah, count me in. That's a Hail Mary pass, though. That's a Hail Mary pass. What up, Donkey? But I am happy that Danny did tease out the Lord Thor Love and Thunder. So I think we're going to get that next week. I think this week we're going to get an update about new events and some things going to come, but it's not going to be that big. But the big one is going to be towards the end of the month. Well, I believe in the end of the month, we could be getting a dev note. A dev note followed with a maintenance notice. And I feel like we're gonna get another companion. Then this new companion could be, it could be Miss Marvel because of the show going on right now. It could be, or somebody from Thor: Love and Thunder. Because before Kate Bishop came out, Danny had posted a clue next to his name saying aim for the target or shoot the target or something like that. But it clued us into either Hawkeye or Kate Bishop. And now he's putting these emojis next to his name that resemble Thor: Love and Thunder. And the sword emoji that he also put up, I pinned the clue that he posted. So the pinned message you see right here in the chat is what Danny posted. The heart, the electricity emoji, and the knife. And the knife is what Chinex mentioned earlier. It is the sword that the what's his name, Gore the God Butcher uses to kill, that he gets from Null, the god of symbiotes. In the comics, though, he gets that sword from Null, the god of symbiotes. I don't know if they mention Null, that would be crazy. That means symbiotes are coming into the MCU. I'll be hyped up, man. I'll be hyped up. But in the comics, Thor, Gore the God Butcher has the symbiote. He doesn't turn into Venom or anything, but it's different. It's just around the sword. It powers the sword. And the leaked Funko Pops that were released of Thor: Love and Thunder show Gore the God Butcher, and his hands are black. And he's like floating, and under him is like the symbiote, like floating him up. So I'll be pumped if they acknowledge that Noel gave it to him. In the comic that from what I remember Noel. I could be wrong actually. Does Noel give him the sword to Gore the God Butcher? Does he get it from Noel? The Necro Sword, that's what it is. The Necro Sword. Yeah, they gonna release Jean as playable? Yeah, I think so. I think it might be Jean. She might be the companion. You know, they can oh, Jean as playable? Oh man. You know, there are people that want to play Thor, that want Thor in this game so bad that they were like, they don't even care if it's Jean. They're like, just give us Thor. My opinion is, I want Thor, not Jean. Or it could be Loki. Loki's been showing up a little too much. He's been showing up a little too much for me to be like, there's no way they're gonna just keep this guy as a villain that just appears every once in a while. I think that they're gonna make him into a companion. I don't know about playable hero, but definitely a companion. Popular. And who knows what he will do. He'll probably trick people. Like he'll come up with the different versions where you have to look at him or something. I don't know. A few cause confusion. We'll see what he does. If he's a companion. Could be for Valkyrie, so too she carries swords. That as well. We could it could be a Valkyrie companion. He could be teasing the next companion. The next companion. The most requested thing to people have been screaming for is we want more companions. If you look at the official Discord in the suggestion tab, that's all it says. More companions, more companions, more companions. That's all it says, man. Good God Almighty. This is why I'm saying, like, attempt to make the companions, you know, do something to the companions where it's more interesting or makes people want to go for them more. Right now, you know, the biggest reasons you should be going for companions is to, you know, increase your power. It increases your power tremendously. But if they add something like in a little battle mode where your companions versus their companions, something like that, where it makes more, it gets people to even want to have the collecting purposes more. Because that's what this game turned out to be. It's a companion collectible now. That's what I call it now. It's a companion collectible mobile game. The Wolverine, I might reinstall if they add Wolverine. Yeah. Turn you into a frog in DD? Imagine that. I think magic turns you into a rat. So I can see Loki coming in and having some status effect or something, that if you don't have that much status effect, the chances of you turning into a frog or something could happen. But if he ever was a playable hero, I think yes, one of the moves would be him turning into a frog. Today I had an exam and the dude who was watching over us so we don't cheat looked exactly like Hugh Jackman. It was hilarious. That's crazy. You know, Hugh Jackman was a teacher. What if it's him? What if it is Hugh Jackman? I think he retired from teaching a while ago. Years ago. Before he really started doing like the movies. Marvel companion or Marvel future companion. Companions for days. Companions at $89.99 bundles. Loki is most difficult in raid level 5 among all other villains. Yeah, I would say so. Just because he does the one where he confuses everybody and you don't know who you're fighting, and then every time I see the green smoke cover the screen, I just fly up in the air and just keep flying in circles, like around the whole little map, and hope that I don't get shot. And then after that, he follows that with a meteor strike that at level 5 could one-shot you. For me, it almost kills me, but if I get hit twice, it's over. Logan 50, I see you keep leveling up the characters of your new account. Yeah, I'm just it's for the squad rank. I'm trying to increase the squad rank because I'm gonna get one character all the way up to like 100, so I can unlock the Pegasus base, and then then that's when it's going to be a lot more easier. It's still going to take time, but it's going to be a lot more easier. But when you're doing, to get to level 100, you're going to hit that, you know, those little walls that you hit where it says you got to get your squad rank to a certain point. I want to already be over that. Yeah, and then with this free-to-play account, after I do all that, and then I'm just gonna feed everything into my Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is the easiest one for me to build right now. I focus on his dodge, get his dodge all the way up. Nobody has the accuracy rate. I'll be untouchable. I won't be doing a lot of damage yet, but I'll be untouchable. Because I always said, because before it was like, if I restarted my account, I would play as Black Widow, because I felt like Black Widow was the easiest to build, and she gets, you know, OP pretty fast, and you don't really got to be a whale to build her up. But she got nerfed, and then Spider-Man started becoming the one that I'm like, okay, if I start all over, I will be a Spider-Man. But why are you starting a new account? I'm starting a new account for low level PvP. So I'm going to build my Spider-Man to a point where I can go to level 70 and just start playing PvP. I can't do that on my main account. I get one-shotted, and I'm not going to spend money like they want me to spend on this game. I'm just hoarding stuff and playing casual on my main account, and on this one I'm a free to play, taking them to level 70 and then playing Omega Wars so I can enjoy the fun of PvP, of just duking it out with other people without, you know, getting one-shotted. And then I wanted to start a new account not only to see the new changes, not only to see how I would do if I start all over, knowing what I know now, but I wanted to see all the new things they added. And there's definitely a lot of new things they added. Like, you're able to get 3-star companions way faster. You get shards, especially for Ultron. And then now knowing which one exactly who I want to build and how I want to build them, I'm curious to see how far I can take this free-to-play account. Because on my main account, I do my dailies and that's it. You know, do my dailies, alliance raids, and that's pretty much it. Now, on my main account, I am starting to focus everything. I'm going to focus everything on either my Iron Man or my Scarlet Witch. Either one of those. One of those two is going to get fully nanoed. I just don't know who. But by the time Scarlet Witch is fully done, I will have one of those two will get fully nanoed. And I'm just going to dip everything into that character. Because it's just taking too. It's so where the game is right now. The new battle challenge, right? The new battle challenge are coming out, and then the new story. Who's to say that the new story is not going to be like a little bit harder, right? Now, I think that I'll still manage to get through the story, like Savage Land story, easy. It's the new Blitz, you know, that's like, all right, I haven't been focusing on my main in months, you know, almost half a year. now I'm gonna start seeing, you know, now I want to be struggling. You know, and then and throughout my characters, I have enough dark domain gear to fully nanoed one character. Might as well just do that.
Oscar was already uploading the master key. Let's do this again sometime.
Is Iron Man good? Planning to fully build him. Did you hear Ezra Miller got fired? Yeah, man. About time, man. They freaking waited so long to fire his ass. That guy is crazy. I'm glad they fired his ass. Now I'm just waiting for Amber Heard to get fired. Fully. But yeah, if Iron Man, he's still one of the top heroes. He's still one of the top. I think he does good in PVE. He does good in PvP. And yeah, he's definitely one of the top players to play as in this game. But if you were telling me like, Eddie, I'm only going to focus on one hero, but I want to make sure that one hero is, you know, what is the best hero to go for that is going to be good for PvP and PvE, and I can build them up. And that is Spider-Man. Spider-Man, you focus on his dodge. If somebody doesn't have accuracy rate over 50 accuracy rate and they're struggling and they've just been ignoring their accuracy rate, they will not touch you. You will not get touched. You'll feel like a god. Ezra Miller just speedrunning? How many crimes he can do? That guy's something, man. He kidnapped the girl, posted a meme on his Twitter, posted memes on his Twitter, then deleted his social. He's on drugs, man. He's on something. Hope they fire Amber Heard. They ruined Johnny's life. Yeah, well, she tried to. Oh, yeah, he will never be the same. Johnny Depp will never be the same. He literally got dragged in front of everybody. You know, even though he redeemed himself and won the court case, you can never take back what he had to go through. And you know, he's scarred for life. He'll never be the same guy. Because for a moment, for a long time, people thought he was a wife beater. Imagine how that feels. Especially when it's not true. That's some crazy shit right there. Yes, Spidey Frisk, best free to play hero in my opinion, didn't feel the nerf at all. Went through, yeah, man. Went through a lot. Yeah, he did. I went through a lot. Even though he won, he will never get the title of woman abuser off his name. No, he did. He did get the title off. He would just, well, he, even though people are like, oh, okay, I guess he didn't beat up Amber Heard, or he didn't, you know, do all the things that Amber Heard said. He clearly admitted that he was into drinking. He was like, yeah, I had a drinking problem, and I took drugs. I didn't beat up I didn't beat up my wife. But the thing that will always stick with him is him getting dragged through the dirt in front of everybody, and having his kids seeing, you know, his dad get dragged. So he did, like he said, he mainly did it for his kids because he wanted to show his kids that he wasn't what, you know, Amber Heard was saying him out to be. That was the most entertaining thing I've watched. It felt good to see her lose the way she did. Man. Oh my god. She keeps lying too. She keeps lying. She's getting herself more into more, like, now I guess she admitted in an interview she did after the whole thing was over. Like, why is she even still doing interviews? You know what I mean? And I guess one of those interviews she admitted that she lied under oath in one of those things. So now, like, you know, the FBI is getting involved now, and then people from whatever Australia, whatever that first case was in, I think they're starting to file something on her because she, you know, she lied under oath. She's just getting herself, like, that's what impulsive liar. You can't stop yourself. You lie, and that's the thing. When someone's a liar, you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. There's gonna be a point where stuff just doesn't match up, and you're gonna just bite yourself in the ass. Look what's happening. It's happening right now. Did you see Chris Evans calling the people who didn't want their kids to watch a gay kissing scene in Lightyear? Idiot. There's a gay kissing scene in Lightyear. I'm not surprised. That's how the movies are now. Especially Disney. You know, they do a movie and then they make it a priority. All right, we have to make a priority. We have to have two people of the same sex kissing each other. Or we have to do two people of the same sex and then we have to show that they're together, or it has to resemble something. Like, why? I would understand if there was something, if they're making a comic book movie and if it's in the comics, okay, it's in the comics. You're making it into a movie. But if you are doing something and you're adding it just because you're trying to shove this woke thing down people's throats. Race swapping. You know, the biggest one was Snow White. The Snow White one was the funniest one because they're making the Snow White live action, and they replaced Snow White. They race swapped Snow White. Same thing with Little Mermaid. And the reason I want to watch these movies when I first hear about them is because, like, I remember watching that movie. They're gonna make a live action. Oh, okay. But I want that live action to be like the movie that I saw. You know what I mean? You don't see people, people weren't mad when Falcon wore the Captain America outfit, because in the comics that's what happens in the comics. Now, the reason why people had a problem with that was because they brought in problems that are happening right now into that show, which people are like, we don't watch this. We don't watch Marvel to, we watch Marvel to get away from, you know, what the problems that were, you know, the real world. We don't want to watch a superhero movie and start, you know, feeling these things, get these things shoved in our face. Like, we watch these movies to get away from things.
Design, but I know it anyway.
I hate to interrupt your quest, my friend.
Did you see that? It was crazy.
It's like making a Black Panther movie and the guy in Black Panther's not black. You know, I'm like, people are gonna be upset. People are gonna be upset.
That is merely a common.
Yo, they talk about Civil War because of that scene. The Buzz Lightyear kissing. I'm just saying, it's ruining a lot of these classic franchises. Look at Mandalorian. Have you guys seen the Mandalorian Disney Plus? Man, they ruined it. They ruined my boy. They massacred my boy, Boba Fett. That guy is just, he's not a badass anymore. He's just a wimp. Doesn't want to fight. Like, what? That's not the Boba Fett I knew. I killed the Boba Fett hype for me. And then now this new the same thing's happening with Obi-Wan Kenobi series. He's not the badass that he was. Running away from fights, like, come on, man. Didn't they also I think so. Let me see. Oh, from Scooby-Doo?
Anyone happen to notice that the city is no longer attacking?
What? That is actually... That's actually pretty, I wouldn't be surprised. There's like a spin-off series of Scooby-Doo, and it looks like Velma was race swapped.
I secretly added tracking chips into each of the components for occasions just like this.
Wow. That is interesting. Yeah, so on Scooby-Doo, Velma was race swapped and she's now South Asian. And look at what this headline says. Mindy Kaling defends South Asian Velma on Scooby-Doo spinoff. Doesn't care if people freak out. That's what I'm saying. They're just gonna force it on you. Like it or not. They're gonna force it on you. That's what I'm saying. That's where people gotta speak with their wallets. I tried to watch Hawkeye, but got bored because it was not about Hawkeye. I know, right? Oh, man. I had the same thing. I was like, okay. I've seen a lot of Kate Bishop in this show. The show should have not been called Hawkeye. This should have been called Kate Bishop or Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. But, the show was one of my least favorites. The worst one was Falcon the Winter Soldier. That was just one of the worst ones. The second one would probably, I would put Hawkeye as a second. Loki was probably one of my favorite ones. And then right now I'm watching Miss Marvel. I think that show so far it's better than Falcon and Hawkeye, in my opinion. But the fact that they changed her powers really bugs me. But I'm gonna see what happens. Maybe that's just the beginning. Like, nope. We'll see how it goes. See how much they change. The She-Hulk series, yeah, that one's gonna be the She-Hulk series is definitely. I'm excited to see it though. I'm excited to see it, but knowing how, you know, we're in the woke Disney era, we'll see what they do. There's a right and wrong way of doing stuff. And I feel like right now the reason why people are so negative against it is because it's like they're shoving it down people's throats. That's what's happening. Here's an example of what I mean by shoving down people's throats and why the woke movement is ruining things. The perfect example is they wanted to reboot the Superman movie series and make Clark Kent black. The problem here is there already is a black Superman. Why not make a movie on him? Nope. We want to change Clark Kent and race swap him. Like, why? Even the actor Michael B. Jordan was saying, I want to do a black Superman movie, but on whatever that Volville, I don't know his name, I keep forgetting his name, but on him, not Clark Kent. You know, like, why can't we do it on the real black Superman? People would love it. It's the fact that they're like, no, we want to race swap Clark Kent. And that's right there. That's the problem. And here's the other thing. Superman. I guess Superman's gonna be in the live action Flash movie, but it's gonna be Supergirl, and Supergirl is played by I know she's Latina. You know, I'm Latino, and I'm even like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, hey, they're giving the Latinos a role. That's cool. But I don't like the way, like, I expect the Supergirl to be like the comics. Now, if there is a Latina Supergirl in the comics, okay, I can see all right. I'm pretty sure there isn't.
Blame Tony Stark for all of this.
Thanks. Hank is still stuck in the vision.
My storm grows stronger.
Lock down Sector 37 immediately and evacuate all agents. Oh, you're back. How'd the mission go? Seems like the problems never stop.
Can't wait for the Daredevil series. I swear if they changed into a comedy, I will go to Disney and I will rip off that mouse ears.
No use in sitting here wishing. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I hope they keep Daredevil series the way it was. That's what made it good.
You're just the person I need to take on the mission.
I think that's a possibility because Deadpool is going to be still rated R. From what, you know, so far there's no reports saying that it's going to be PG-13. So far they're saying that it's going to stay rated R. If Deadpool stays rated R, you know, that would be great. Pizzazzy, what's going on, man? Here's the thing: making characters from our childhood that we're men, the other men find attractive as children, is just filling a hole. For example, a gay fox Robin Hood. It's just basically filling a hole. For example, a gay fox Robin Hood. And that's the I guess that's the thing, man. I feel like this woke thing is gonna be like the new like the new religion. You know how there's people out there that are like, don't force religion or atheism down my child's, you know, throat. Don't do that. Let my child decide what he wants to believe in, right? I feel like this is going to be the new thing added as well into there, where it's like, don't force woke into my child. Let my child decide for himself whether what he finds good or what not. I think, and then it's been a problem for like already a couple years, and it just keeps getting worse. It's like they're doubling down. They're doubling down. It's like, where do you guys get this? Where does it show you in you know, when you guys are doing statistics reports? Where does it show that this is working? Now I'm all up for making another when you make a movie that's made from scratch and it includes stuff like that. Okay, yeah, go ahead. But when you're starting to change stuff that we grew up with, you're changing stuff, you're race swapping, you're adding, you know, all these elements in there that are just, you know, to be like, oh, there's all this audience, we want to make sure that there's this scene for this audience. Well, that scene is gonna make this other audience be like, that just ruined the whole movie. Sometimes you gotta accept that sometimes it just won't work for it unless it's a part of the lore. If it's a part of the lore, go by any means, yeah, because it fits with the story. You know, they come out with a Black Spider-Man movie, right? There is a Black Spider-Man, Miles Morales. You know, and people will like to have that movie as long as it's Miles Morales. But if they go and say like it's Peter Parker, not Miles Morales, we just race swapped them. Like, oh, what? That's the problem there. Like, what's wrong with Miles Morales? You know what I mean? Same. You know, it goes back to that Superman. Like, what's wrong with Black Superman? You know, Val, whatever his name is. Here, I have to Google it now. Calvin Ellis, that's his name. So Calvin Ellis is the Black Superman. He's from Earth 23. But they don't want to make a movie on him. They rather just have Clark Kent and just race swap him. It's the same thing as having, you know, instead of making the Miles Morales movies, they just race swap Peter Parker. It's like, what? What? Gaming is MDMA says Lightyear took them 2 mil to make so far. They managed to get only 85 mil domestically. 200 mil? How long has it been out? The Flash is literally the easiest way to introduce heroes from different universes. Why not do that instead of changing the race of the heroes? That's what I'm saying. And who knows? They might do it, because I know that Ben Affleck and the original Batman is going to be in there. There was even rumors of the Ben Affleck Batman suit is going to be the classic gray and blue hood suit. So we might see a blue hooded Batman, which will be interesting to see live action, see how they do it. We're living the opposite now. Now it's what was taboo is the new normal. Yeah, right now it's sad to say, but every time, like right now, when any Disney show or movie coming out now is gonna be like, all right, what are they gonna include in here? That's Vogue. When Black Widow was coming out, right? The Black Widow movie. Oh, I saw that a mile away. I was like, first of all, there is no need to make a Black Widow movie. The time to make a Black Widow movie already it already passed. It already was like, you know, like you guys missed the opportunity to make that Black Widow movie. Should have came out years ago. Instead, they make this movie and you already know why they're making the movie. The biggest problem I had with that one was like there was so many things they could have done to make that movie good. They didn't utilize the Taskmaster the way they should have been. They race swapped the Taskmaster. They said it was the girl the whole time when clearly it was a guy in a suit. You know what they were trying to target with that movie. The CGI of the CGI effects in that movie were horrible. It did so bad that Black Widow sued Disney. Oh man. And I feel like She-Hulk is gonna be something down that road. When's White Panther gonna come out? Oh, I think Black Panther does have a white suit in the comics. I think so, because that would look badass as well. I think Black Panther's comic, this costume, especially the one with the cape, is one of the best looking ones in the comics. And in MCU, the Black Panther suit is one of the best ones out there. Because when I heard Black Panther was coming into the MCU, I was like, how are they gonna, is he gonna, and I looked at the pictures of the comics and I'm like, will they make him look like that? We'll see. And he came out looking like a badass. I'm like, holy shit. That looks amazing. It's gonna be hard to replace him, man. It's gonna be hard to replace. You know, people wanted to have Black Panther recasted because that's what Chad Boss, whatever his last name is. I always butcher it, but that's what he would have wanted, you know, to keep that role going. I think they're gonna give it down. I think they're going to make the we're gonna get a girl Black Panther. I think that's what's good. I think that's what we're gonna get. They showed a dude in the Taskmaster costume, but in the movie it was a woman. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a girl. You took the thing off and I was like, what the fuck? Like, no way, man. That was a dude the whole time. There's literally behind the scenes images of the stunt double, and it's a guy. You know, so they wanted that moment to be like shocking, and yeah, it was shocking, but for the wrong reasons. It was like, you sons of bitches. You guys are kidding me right now. Are you serious? We're gonna see a lot of that. Snow White movie live action. What's race swap? Little Mermaids race swap. You know what Disney movie? And they don't have to do no race swap. I would like to see live action. Was the Princess and the Frog. That was actually it was one of those movies that's, you know, your kids watch and you're there and then you just like, well, what the hell's this? Hey, this movie ain't that bad. What the hell's going on here? Got the little fly that glows in the dark. That guy was hilarious. Yeah, Disney's going for that forced diversity and it's not helping at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're forcing it. They coming with a Barbie live action. I'm surprised she wasn't race swapped on that one. I think I saw images and it's the girl that plays Harley Quinn, right? What up, Pat Mack? What's going on, man? The writer, it took him 11 days to write the Black Widow script and it showed. Yeah. The Black Widow movie, it clearly was they wanted to have a movie come out that is, you know, empowering. You know, the message was empowering women. That's what the message is. That's what the message they were forcing out was. There's ways they could have made a Black Widow movie and still get that message out without forcing it, like changing. If they could have kept Taskmaster a guy, they could have changed the whole story. Black Widow would still be the main character. She shows how badass she can be, but then they added all these elements that were like forced in there. Like, oh, that's what ruined it, the story. And just like, come on, man. I'm not saying Black Widow, her as a hero, is the reason why they failed. No, it's all the other stuff. They could have made a Black Widow movie and done it right. They could have made the movie based off her and Hawkeye, because they're always talking about like, oh, this reminds me of the battle at whatever, Guantanamo, or battle at whatever. That movie could have been based on that. It could have been a Black Widow and Hawkeye type of movie, because you know that there's that friendship there. How are they going to make a Barbie movie interesting? I think they can go down like Legally Blonde type of. Yeah, have you ever seen the movie called Legally Blonde? It's a where this blonde at illegal. I'm just kidding. No, but I don't know. It could just be a movie kind of like that. I don't know. Are they dolls and then they become real? I think that'll be too corny. I think what they're going for is, when they advertise Barbie to girls, Barbie's like this girl with her friends, hanging out with her friends, and I think they're gonna, there's a story that they're trying to tell when they're advertising the Barbie. You know what I mean? Because they have their dolls and they're like, oh, this is the Kent guy, and that's the only other person I know from the Barbie series. If there's any, I don't know who else is in the thing, but I just know that there's this guy named Kent. Toy Story, you know, made, they had a Barbie and a Kent in there, so you can't have a Barbie without a her Kent. Shit, it might be mine. Kent might be a girl. You know, who knows, man? Who knows? And then you get the parents. The parents will be like, oh hell no, don't advertise this shit to me. Oh man. And then oh man, I can't believe they race swapped Velma from Scooby-Doo. Halo the TV series. What a disaster. I remember I stopped watching it as soon as when he took his helmet off, and I'm like thinking to myself, I can't believe they took the helmet off, and I can't believe he still has his helmet off. What up, Fresh? What's going on, man? Yeah. Why not make Barbie? Why not make Barbie a dude? There we go. Let's see how that goes. Let me look up I'm gonna look up Barbie. Let's see. Maybe we're already onto something. Maybe that's already happening. Okay. Oh. So it looks like they are gonna have a Ken, and it is gonna be a guy. And it's gonna be played by Ryan Gosling. So I know women freak out for that dude, so well, they're really going for that Barbie look. So far, from what I'm seeing here for the live action Barbie, is they're just, you know, Maggie Robbie's playing Barbie and Ryan Gosling is playing Ken. It's very colorful. Not a movie I'll see, but I'm pretty sure that the audience they're trying to attract is, you know, the little girls. And I feel like it's going to be a comedy style movie, so I think it could do good. But if Barbie or Kent were race swapped, no, I believe there is a different, you know, colored Kents out there though. I do believe that there's, or maybe he has a different name. But if Barbie, I know, actually, you know what? I do think there's a race swap Barbie dolls. I think Barbie's just the name. I don't know that much about it, so I really don't want to get really too into it because I could just be digging myself into a hole here. How do we get talking about this? A Marvel Future Revolution stream. We're talking about Barbie dolls. Hey, thanks for coming, Fresh. Good to have you here, man. What's going on, Fresh, man? Not much here. Just Monday. We are getting into summer MFR. So once they when we completed the Dark Domain Part 2, it said the next part of the next part of the story will continue in summer. And we are about to enter summer. So Marvel Future Revolution could have this whole summer type of event. You know, so I believe we are going to get, Danny posted a little teaser on Discord next to his name. I pinned the message. I pinned the little clue that he left. He pinned 3 emojis. Last time he put something next to his name, it was it was like something aim for the arrow or arrow the target. It was something like that. And then what happens? Kate Bishop gets dropped. And he's always known, but sometimes it is a troll. It is him just trolling. So you have to take this with a grain of salt. But he could be talking about, you know, clearly either it's the epic into the next epic invasion or a companion from Thor Love and Thunder. And if there is going to be multiple companions from Thor Love and Thunder, it would make sense to drop one a little bit early, so that way they don't drop them all at the same time, and they probably won't make, you know, they won't sell, they won't make as much money, because you're gonna have, the last time they dropped 2 companions at the same time was Thor and Hulk, which I think that was a dumb idea. They should have did Hulk first, because you know there's people out there that are like, which one should I go for? but they could have dropped Hulk first, had everybody not even think about who should they go for, spend for Hulk, and then later on, next week or something, later on, drop Thor. Even though people will still be pissed off because companions are getting dropped left and right, the money would have been coming in. I really hope they had like this big summer event where there's going to be all these updates. And then obviously leading to Savage Land, and then the 1-year anniversary during the summer bonanza. And it makes sense. Savage Land drops in the summer because it's, you know, a tropical, I don't think it's a tropical, I guess it's a tropical island filled with dinosaurs and these mutated reptilian creatures, all these different races that are like a mixture of human and animals. A lot of cool stuff, man. A lot of cool stuff in here. All the Barbie talk now. I have that stupid song in my head. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. I didn't have that in my head. I have that now. Thanks, Pat. Thanks for putting that in my head. God of Games says play Phasmophobia. I don't know what that game is, but it has phobia, so it has to be with something that people have a phobia about. Dang, bro, I'm #1 in battle challenge, almost 37 mil. It's Monday. I don't think people even have attempted to do the battle challenge. Most people do it at the end of the week. We'll see. We'll see if somebody can take that score. Is the next epic invasion repeat Thanos or Doctor Strange? The next epic invasion? No, I think the next epic invasion is Love and Thunder. It's gonna be a new one. Thor, Love and Thunder epic invasion. Well, let's see. Let's see when this epic invasion. Epic invasion ends in 6 days, 9 hours. 6 days, 9 hours. That would be so like next Monday. This is gonna end in a week from now. And then Wednesday will drop on the 29th. When does Thor Love and Thunder come out? Thor Love and Thunder release date is July 8th. Yeah, okay, so I believe that this ends. I still believe Thor Love and Thunder is going to be the next invasion. Now, they can either drop the invasion next week on Wednesday. So this invasion ends next week on Monday, and then Wednesday they can drop it, or they can just take that week off of no invasion, 1 week no invasion, and have the invasion drop on the first week of July. And that makes more sense because at the same time the banner for Kate Bishop would end around that time. And oh, look at that. The Master Archer Omega Wheel ends around that time. The login for Kate Bishop ends in 8 days. So next Wednesday. So I think next Wednesday we could get... They might even start the Epic Invasion early. But I don't think they're going to release another. If they release something that's not Thor Love and Thunder as the next Epic Invasion, then that means it's only going to be out for like a week, right? And these Epic Invasions are out for a little bit more than that. Oh, yep. Mark my words. New companion is coming. A Thor Love and Thunder companion is coming. Now it's gonna be one of the three. It's gonna be either Valkyrie. Well, I think, yeah, it's gonna be two, either two, Valkyrie or Jane Foster. One of those two. Gaming is in my DNA. It would be nice to see more Thor and Love and Thunder. More Thor. It would be nice to see more of the X-Men and Savage Shadowland. Maybe even a new playable hero.
The last defender of this lifeless dimension.
The
I believe there is something I owe you.
Is it your head? Because that's what
I think we're definitely gonna see new X-Men. New X-Men. NPCs. When Wanda Scarlet Witch first came out, she was just a side character in the story, which she turned out to be Hela. Even though she turned out to be Hela, she showed up. Scarlet Witch showed up. We saw her Scarlet Witch powers. We saw that. So it means basically when we see somebody, they're either going to be a companion or a playable hero. So my thing here is, if we see Wolverine show up, any NPC that we see them physically fighting, well, actually, I don't think physically. As long as we see them, that's our first clue. That's our first hint as either a companion or a playable hero. Now, when somebody as big as Wolverine shows up, you know there's no way they're just gonna have Wolverine and just leave him as an NPC, or or just somebody in the story. They're going to either make him a companion, which I hope it's not. I hope that's not the case. I hope that they make Wolverine a playable hero. He would be amazing. He would be amazing. He would be a big name. I think he would probably be the biggest one they've named that they dropped. Now, Scarlet Witch, even though I think it was smart dropping Scarlet Witch when the movie was out, but I don't think it's going to be like that all the time. And if they drop Wolverine, the reason why I'm saying that it could be Wolverine is because listen, if you look at all the other Marvel games, damn, I might not make it. But if they make a Marvel game, if you look at all the other Marvel games, right? Like Midnight Suns that's coming out. Look at the characters they're using. Look at the next Spider-Man game that's coming out, and then the next Wolverine game that's coming out, right? So they're making a Wolverine game. Wolverine even shows up in Midnight Suns. Venom is in Spider-Man 3, the video game that's coming out, which you'll be playing as Miles Morales and Peter Parker, and then you'll be facing people like Kraven the Hunter and Venom, and who knows who else will be in there. But we know that Wolverine is showing up in its own Sony game, and then it's showing up in Midnight Suns. So he's already showing up in two different things. Midnight Suns, I think, just followed Marvel Future Revolution, like on Twitter. And there might be even some type of promo, mixed promo, like, hey, inspired from Midnight Suns video game, The New Companion. We might see something like that. But what I'm getting out of this is like, look, Marvel is very picky on who you can use. And if multiple games are already using Wolverine and Venom, I'm pretty sure these ones are already going to be they're coming towards Marvel Future Revolution as well.
Fools, I am no longer in need of this physical body. You are
Because Marvel is very picky on who you can use and who you can't.
prepared to evolve.
And when you bring in Savage Shadowland or Savage Land into the mix, you know, and if you've read the stories of Savage Land, most of the stories involve X-Men. So I really look, another 3-star. Another 3. It's the same girl though. Aikiko. Sinister 6 Epic Invasion is due for a repeat with updated badge system. However, Thor Love and Thunder Epic Invasion against Gore makes more sense timing wise. Exactly. That's why I believe that's the next invasion. And plus, the pinned comment here is, what does heart, electricity bolt emoji, and knife mean? That's the teaser that Danny Koo has next to his name. He always puts teasers next to his name. Like a little tease. Sometimes he can troll though. I think they're gonna wait on X-Men playable until X-Men 97 show comes out. I feel like you're right, Sid Gaming. I think you make a lot of sense, but I think we're gonna get our first clues, our first glimpse at the possible next hero, because before Wanda was playable, she was already known as an NPC in Dark Domain story, even though secretly she was Hela, but still she was the model was Scarlet Witch, and the powers she was using was Scarlet Witch powers. So I'll be happy if we get to see Wolverine show up in the story as an NPC. That's like the first sign of how he's gonna look in the game. And who knows who else is gonna come in. I feel like this update, if they do it right, it's gonna be like an X-Men style story. And they know the X-Men are coming into the MCU. Only gonna, you know, that's why I'm really excited for Savage Land. I'm more excited for Savage Land than I was for Dark Domain because of the X-Men. I think the knife stands for Gore the God Butcher, the heart stands for Jane Foster, and the electricity stands for Thor. I believe what he's talking about here is Thor Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder is the heart and thunder. And then the little knife obviously means for God Butcher, because he's using the, or either the Gore the God Butcher, or damn, I forgot her name. God, I forgot her name, but you know who I'm talking about. Valkyrie. There it is. Valkyrie. Yeah, and see, now now with the models, we know, okay, we know the models. That means that's if they do come out as a playable hero or playable character or a companion, that's what their model is going to look like. We've already seen it with Moon Knight, Ghost Rider. They look like what they look like as an NPC. Now we haven't seen Blade. They can drop. I'm surprised they haven't dropped Blade yet. There is a Blade movie coming out. They may be holding out on him for that. Because I guess the Midnight Suns are going to be showing up. They're building up Midnight Suns in the MCU. I think that's what Moon Knight is kind of leading to. The Moon Knight series is kind of leading towards the Midnight Suns. That's why I was excited to see Moon Knight the show, because I was seeing like, all right, are they gonna hint at Blade or Ghost Rider? The Moon Knight show was actually really good. I enjoyed that show. Still rather have Rocket as playable since he's already in the game. I think that if they do add Rocket, I think how would they do it? I think it will be definitely something interesting as a playable hero. I just don't think he's gonna bring in a lot of attention. I think the only thing that he will bring attention as is if they bring him as a companion. And if they bring him as a companion, I would like it to be a mixture of Groot and Rocket, where they both show up and then Rocket is doing his infamous standing on the shoulder with a gun and doing something. Where they both show up and start doing an attack together. That'd be cool. Could be the big Groot. There's no way they're gonna add Baby Groot as a companion. You just see this little tiny thing running towards you. Oh man. They just keep adding our favorite characters, companions like Thor and Hulk. Yep. Thor. If we can get one, I would choose Thor. Now I can see why they would not put Hulk in here, because he's a huge dude, and imagine just having all these Hulks running around. But then I go and look at other games like Marvel Heroes, an old Marvel MMO game, and I'm like, well, they did it. They did it. And then if you look at Marvel's Avengers, when they finally added multiple Hulks, when you can choose, you can have more than one Hulk, be chosen. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he's big as hell, but people are able to play as Hulk. Or maybe they're like, yeah, but then HQ would just be surrounded with these giant Hulks. Well, then you can make it where in HQ he's David Banner. Wait, that's the rapper, huh? Bruce Banner, there it is. Bruce Banner, not David Banner. Oh man. Every time I see Rocket, I remember the core booster. Having him as a playable would be a nightmare for me. I know, man. The Rocket, man. That little greedy little son of a bitch. I guess it fits his character, right? Can you imagine if we get Hulk? Wait, I forget. Question, I forget. How do you get bonus stat 5 on invasion? Special badges. You have to upgrade the badges up until you get it to 6-star plus 1. Once you hit that plus 1, you unlock the special effect. Now, the more you go up it, like if you go to plus 2, that's the higher the percentage of that bonus effect increases. Imagine if we got Hulk as a playable hero and got the Maestro skin just like Marvel's Avengers. Well, see, I mean, if they add the Hulk, obviously the helmets would have to change. I think Maestro will probably be one of the different headpieces that you can change from him. And I'm pretty sure maybe Maestro would be one of them. I don't know how they would do it though. Like, let's just say there's a red Hulk, and then there's a, you know, gray Hulk, and then there's a, you know, the original Hulk. It would look weird to have a red head and a green body, right? So I don't think we'll see the red Hulk in there. I think if they bring him in, they'll have he will only have one color, and that will be green, and he would just have different stuff on his head. And his body would be like, you know, a ripped up shirt of different kinds. His pants would be different jeans or Stark Tech jeans. Yeah, the classic purple pants. I don't think we're gonna see, like, you know, the gray Hulk or the red Hulk in there. So they could have like a Maestro hairstyle as one of the helmets, but that would mean that, yeah, they could do something like that. But you know how they add, if they added the Maestro, each one, there needs to be different versions, so it's going to be different color hair. So I'm curious to see if he ever becomes a playable hero. What's it going to be? We're the business, man. Hulk like Marvel's Avengers. Yeah, whatever they do, man. It's, you know, tomorrow's the first. We're in summer now. Like, you know, literally tomorrow's the first day of summer. Yeah, summer starts on Wait, hold up. Let me see. First day of summer. So the first day of summer. Yeah, June. It depends. Sometimes it's on June 20th, June 21st, or June 22nd. But yeah, but on Google it says tomorrow is the first day of summer. And we're already scheduled to get some updates coming in here, and I feel like they're just gonna have this whole summer event type of thing, leading towards Savage Shadowland and the new year, 1 year anniversary. We'll see, man. We'll see. Tomorrow we're gonna get our first little taste. I don't think tomorrow is gonna be anything crazy. If there is, it's gonna be about Thor: Love and Thunder, the new epic invasion. If it's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be and then a new companion from Thor: Love and Thunder. That's what I think. It could be a dev note talking about SQAUD battles, and then talking about the new invasion that's coming and everything else. And hopefully there's some secrets in there that we didn't know. And we're like, what? I hope so. I really do. Yo, your Iron Man is 0.142 mil. Nice. Yep. He's around there. He moves from 1.4 to 1.5. So he's always moving up and down, but like low 1.5 though, low 1.5. But yeah, well, I'm gonna keep working on him, and then once the transmutation for Scarlet Witch, I'll figure out, because I'm gonna dip all my sources into one character and fully nanofuse, because trying to build my whole squad at the same time is just it's just too much of a pain in the ass. And then you get new modes in here that are they're increasing the challenging. There's more challenging, and I want to make sure that I'm up to whatever this game throws my way. I want to have at least one hero that can just be taken, you know, just be super OP. But we're gonna I would like it to be Scarlet Witch. I'm really liking Scarlet Witch. She just doesn't do that much damage. She stays alive like crazy, man. When it comes down to like, okay, when I fight Hela in battle challenge with my Iron Man, I do the most damage to Hela. I get her down to like 3 and then one shot. Like, son of a bitch, he gets me. Scarlet Witch though, I survive, but the thing I'm fighting is not Hela. I'm fighting more the time, the clock. So with Scarlet Witch is more about like, I need to increase my damage. I focus so much on like defense and stuff like that, so I gotta work more on Scarlet Witch. But well, whatever it one of those two, whatever, one of the Scarlet Witch or Iron Man, one of them is gonna get fully nanoed once these transmutation goes into effect. I'm leaning more towards Scarlet Witch because I enjoy playing Scarlet Witch, and she survives, you know. She has a skill that freaking fully heals her back up, so that really helps a lot. And I think that in Hela, in the strongest challenge in like Hela, there's a thing where it says you can't use no medkits. And with Scarlet Witch, if I use that, I forgot the name of the skill, but if I use that skill that heals my health back up, that's pretty much a health kit right there. And then I mix it up with Ultron. And then I have a skill that allows me to uses a force field around me, the red bubble. So there's a lot, you know. I do like Scarlet Witch. Who knows? I think she's gonna be the one that I just move all my Iron Man stuff into Scarlet Witch, and finally put all that, you know, I have a whole bunch of Dark Domain outfits that need to be put to use, and they're scattered all over the place. So I'm just gonna go in, put them all into just one character, one Dark Domain fully nano set. That is the goal, and that is just gonna be my guy, because I'm done trying to build up the whole squad. Just thinking about that this weekend, and especially trying to get through battle challenge, and I'm like, man, I need to really just focus on one hero. I guess I just gotta focus on one hero and just get him real strong. Then after that, I'll be doing good, and I'll be holding my own in PvP. Then I'll be able to actually go into Omega War and actually feel like I'm contributing. Because the Alliance Omega War, I don't even attempt to go in there because I'm just gonna be, you know, I'm just gonna be a target. I'm not really gonna do anything. So, oh man. We'll see, man. We'll see tomorrow. Hopefully they drop something in the morning, but be sure, guys, if you guys are not subbed. Oh, you know what? Jatesh wasn't in this live stream. Jatesh wasn't here today, was he? Maybe he was in the beginning. Man, I'm thinking about that. But yeah, we'll see what we get tomorrow. Well, thanks guys for coming out here and hanging out with me and watching me play on my free-to-play account, chatting with me and talking about MCU, and just, you know, you guys make the time go by fast. And who knows, man, you guys helped me break this clue down that Danny has next to his name in the Discord. So thank you guys for that. Chinx, he was the first one to say Thor Love and Thunder, and yeah, once he said that, it was like clear as day. The heart, the electricity bolt, and the knife. That's what it means. And Gore the God Butcher, he's coming. I'm excited to see Gore the God Butcher. So thank you guys for coming in here. We need universal seals to upgrade the badges once the invasion ends. Something like that, right? I don't think they'll add something like that on there. Who knows? They could probably. It's always fun hanging out with you, Andy. Hell yeah, man. That's why I keep doing these streams. To hang out with you guys. Talk about this game. Even though the game is, you know, it's in a drought. Right now we're struggling right now. But who knows? Who knows what's coming? What's at the end, man? I feel like we're in the desert. And you know when you start hallucinating stuff? I'm like, what is that? Is that a Wolverine over there? Is that a Wolverine playable character coming our way? Oh, no, it's just the companion. Damn. Oh, man. I am enjoying the thumbnail, making the thumbnails, though. I spend so much time on making thumbnails. And it's not because I'm just, you know, I can't figure it out. No, it's because I spend so much time looking for like backgrounds, looking for images. There's a lot of images, but it has to be clear. Like I'm very picky about certain stuff that I put on my thumbnails. And then it's just fun. It's fun putting thumbnails together. And putting them together is the easy part. That takes like less than 10 minutes. It's finding and going out and hunting for these backgrounds. Like, oh, I think I have an idea for a thumbnail. It needs to be like a tropical place. So I go in and I start looking at all these different sites and start figuring out, and then looking at different comic models. And I have my iPad is just filled with just images. And I have the images from Netmarble that they sent us, where it's the official characters from the game, but I have so much fun going and hunting these images down. So that's why my thumbnails look the way they look. They're catchy, huh? They're catchy, I know that. Well, I made my Captain America look exactly like Wolverine. So hopefully we won't have to do that. Maybe we'll get Wolverine someday, gaming. Hopefully. Stay safe, 7S. Got to have you in here, man. Thanks, Juicy, for coming in. Pat Max, always good to see you in here. I'll catch you guys later, all right? You guys take care. Catch you, tomorrow? See you guys tomorrow, guys. Hopefully we get some good updates.